Welcome to ML's training webinar for the month of April 2019. My name is Arun Kim. It's my pleasure to connect with you through this call and through this webinar series. We've been running a couple of webinars, in fact, 2 webinars every month on the first week and on the third week. And today is a very interesting topic. It's on AFT quantum healing. Lots of people know about healing, and they have seen a lot of modalities like Reiki, quantum touch, and Qigong, and whatnot, and so on. And obviously, one common question that always pops up in their mind is, what is AFT quantum healing, and what's different and what's unique about AFT quantum healing? And today's topic is about that, is to give you more insights about AFT quantum healing, the science, the technology, and the benefits of AFT quantum healing. And if you have any questions, concerns, or anything that you want to share or ask, look out in your webinar chat box. You can type it in the chat box, and if time permits, I'll try to address those questions and so on. So without any further ado, let me start. For your information, we have people from all over the world logging in today's webinar. It's an interesting, diverse people from different parts of the world and so on. So it's very nice to have so many people logging in from different parts. And I have to start by saying that the information contained in this presentation has not been evaluated by the FDA, and this information is not intended to diagnose, cure, or prevent any diseases. All information provided is for educational purposes only, and always seek the advice of your physician or qualified healthcare providers for any questions you have regarding your medical conditions and so on. Okay, so just remember, this is the webinar, so try to look at the slides. It's easier for you to understand and digest the information when you look through the slides than just listening in and so on. So I'm going to start, since this is the AFT quantum healing, I'm going to start with a quote from Albert Einstein, I would say the guru of quantum physics itself. He says that as far as the laws of mathematics refer to reality, they are not certain. And as far as they are certain, they do not refer to reality. Reality is a perception depending on the perceiver. So the core facts that I'm trying to share with you here cannot be calculated out. It is dynamic in nature. It changes, and that's the whole perception of what Albert Einstein is sharing with you. Okay, and I'm going to start this AFT quantum healing webinar with this. Everything is energy. Everything within and around you is energy. Energy is what we call as potentials. Energy is what we call as living systems. Energy is dynamic and so on. When I say everything is energy, everything in this universe is vibrating at a certain frequency. It's dynamic. It has potentials, and it's vibrating. It has a wavelength. And that frequency can be measured in terms of radio frequency, microwave, infrared, visible, ultraviolet, X-rays or gamma rays, and so on, as it goes deep and higher. Even structures like a building, because of the nature, buildings have what we call a wavelength, have a vibrations. Humans like us, obviously, we have a vibration. Even a butterfly, I'm sure you heard of this phrase, the butterfly effect. The flapping of the wings of the butterfly has a cause and effect on anything and everything in this world. So even butterflies has an effect, have a vibration. Even a needle point has a vibrations, going down to the molecules, atoms, and atomic nucleus. So the reason why I say that everything has a vibration, and it is measurable to a certain extent, it's very important to understand that as a human being, you are a condensed energy, and that condensed energy is what creates the vibration, or that creates a living system, that is you, the bioenergy. Our human body is nothing but energy made out of trillions of cells. So let's break down our body. When you break down our body, we have organs. Break the organs, you have tissues. Break the tissues, you have cells. Break the cells, you have molecules. Break the molecules, you have atoms. And when you break your atoms, you have electrons, protons, and neutrons, which are basically energy. So that's why we say that you are a condensed energy. And how you perceive, it's very important. When you perceive yourself as a physical being, you will see yourself as a matter. You will see yourself as a physical dimension. But when you are able to digest this information, you're able to alter your perception that you are an energetic being, a condensed energy, then your reality will change, your perception will change, and this particular information that I'm going to share with you will help you in your knowledge, learnings, and also expanding your potentials. So as I mentioned, that we are a bundle of condensed energy and powered by electrons, protons, and neutrons. And everything within and around us is energy. Our sight is energy. Our smell is energy. The taste is energy. The emotions are energy. And, a good healthy cell is supposed to emit between 70 to 90 millivolts. Between 70 to 90 millivolts. But at an average, the cellular emission of any adults above the age of 45, it's only about 45 to 55 millivolts. And that's like working at 50% of your strength. Imagine. Maybe that's why we have a lot of aches and pains, discomforts, and lethargic, fatigue, and so on, because we are not working at complete potentials. So this whole underlying webinar, AFT Quantum Healing, it's of how to expand and increase your potentials, your energetic wellness, so that you're able to live life to the fullest, to experience life and to engage life to the fullest with your energy. So if you look at you yourself, I would say that you are a sum total of your belief, thoughts, and emotion. Belief, thoughts, and emotion. Your body is a holographic projection of your consciousness. Your body is a holographic projection of your consciousness. So our thoughts, from a quantum physics point of view, our thoughts determine our realities, where particles at a quantum level are at the level of observers, meaning to say that we can alter a reality, or we can perceive reality how we want to perceive. And before we go into that particular aspects of quantum healing, let's understand about the subtle organizing energy field, or your biofield, or in common terms is known as aura. Our bioenergy forms a field around our body called the subtle organizing energy field, which is constantly interacting with the environment, interacting with the energy in the environment, so on. So there's this constant correlation, there's constant communication happening between your physical body, your energetic system, and your information system, information that you process and information that you transmit, both of it. So this three dimensions is what's create your complete energetic system, for that matter. So this condensed field that is around you, around that physical field, is self-organizing, self-directed, intelligent system that directs the information flow and energy flow of the body that is crucial to your genetic, chemical, and biological process of your body, even your biological process of your body. So our body is simply too complex to be ruled by chemistry alone. Yes, one major functions in our physical body is the biochemical reactions. Too much sugar, too much salt, lack of nutrients, vitamins, and so on. So it's all biology-based biochemical reactions that's happening. But the biology itself has to fall into the quantum space because of the subtle energy in the elements itself. So the information and energy system keeps everything running at the level of precision your body demands. And this information is very important to understand AFT quantum healing. AFT quantum healing. So one common question people ask is, in energy healing, everything, they say that everything starts at the imbalances level. First is the energy imbalances happen. Why does imbalances happen, and how does that affects us? Yes, everything starts at the imbalances level, and this imbalances is due to one. First is lack of energy in your body. As I mentioned to you, that most of us, if you're above the age of 40 or 45, you'll be operating at 50% of your potential in terms of your cellular emission. So lack of energy is one major cause of imbalances. Energy blockages, the flow of energy throughout your system can be blocked due to physical, emotional, or even mental conflicts and so on. And besides the energy blockages is also energetic interferences. Just a couple of days ago, I went to a mall in Singapore, and I had my friend with me, and we drove down. I had to park the car, and we drove down 4 levels down to B4, basement 4 car park. And my friend's phone rang, and he just simply answered the phone. And after his call, I told him, can you imagine we are 4 floors underground, in this thick concrete jungle. We are 4 floors underground, and your phone rang, and we had mobile signal, and you were able to answer your phone. If these signals can pass through 4 floors of concrete walls and wall structures, imagine this signal bodies and how much of havoc they can create. Just forget about the mobile towers and the mobile signal strength. Maybe we need that, for our communication to be connected to this world. But what about Wi-Fi? What about radiation? What about EMF, e-smog, and radio frequencies, and even all kinds of other information that is currently being passed through, and they can simply pass through our energetic system or pass through our body and affect or cause the imbalances. All right. So the major cause of imbalances in our body is lifestyle and environment. Lifestyles like lack of nutrition in our body, like for example, too much sugar or too much salt or not enough salt, that causes an imbalances, that causes a different dynamics in our body, reactions and so on. It could be lack of vitamin C or lack of any specific minerals like proteins and so on, lack of fiber and so on. It could be other forms of lifestyle like a lack of sleep, lack of rest, or sleeping on the right time or having the correct sleep, lifestyle stresses, internal abuses, and so on. I'm sure you understand what's internal abuses. Sometimes we take too much of sweet, or sometimes we take too much of alcohol, or too much of processed food, those kind of things, and so on. And environmental causes imbalances like pollutions, radiations, e-smog, EMF, unhealthy environments, and so on. So imagine of course, we can't move away from this lifestyle and environmental harms. We can't move away, otherwise we will not be ourselves. Our identity will be completely different. But we have to be aware of it, there are ways and means to prevent and protect yourself from this harmful degradation of our energy. All right. So let's look at the imbalances. Everything starts at the imbalances level. Everything starts at the imbalances level. One good example I would use is water. Water is H2O. A good water is actually 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen molecules. So like that, having enough oxygen in our body, having enough balance of energy and nutrition in our body is very, very important. So everything starts at the imbalances level. Everything starts at the imbalances level. And these imbalances is what causes some discomfort in our body. And I'm sure you would have almost everyone would have come across some kind of discomfort. Discomfort could be, in your digestive system, some kind of discomfort. Sometimes you have back pains, those kind of discomfort. It could be low energy, migraine, not able to think clearly, or having some kind of panting in your breathing, and those kind of light discomforts. And normally what do? We discount that. We ignore that. Or we just hope that it just goes away. And this discomfort, when not being taken care, results into disorders. Now, disorders is where symptoms start to pop up, like aches, pains, diarrheas, constipation, or dehydration, migraine, fever, those kinds of disorders start to pop up because the discomfort aggravates into disorders. All right. And these disorders, when it is not been taken care, when it's not been rectified, the body is always trying to maintain homeostasis condition, is trying to balance itself out, try to remove the disorders and so on. And it does its level best. But when it's not able to, it will result in diseases. Diseases is how we coin a certain conditions, and we name it and we coined it, we termed it. So those are what we call diseases, because the body has fall into that pattern, that symptom has been diagnosed or termed to have caused these problems and so on. So that's diseases. So imbalances is where we need to work on. Not at the discomfort level, not at the disorder level, not at the disease level. So is to work at the source. The source, as the topic says, AFT, quantum healing. So if we are a bundle of condensed energy, a quantum being, then every our potentials of our living, the way to get over any kinds of diseases and disorders is to work at the quantum level, to work at the imbalances. And this is where AFT quantum healing comes in, because in AFT quantum healing, or in quantum healing, our innate intelligence has the power to correct and heal any disorders. You don't need any external interferences at all. I would say your innate intelligence is the greatest intelligence in this universe that has the ability to correct and also to give you your potentials you're required to work your life, to live your life to the fullest and so on. And in order to do so, all it needs is enough energy, intent, focus, and some facilitation. For example, if you lack sleep, if you don't have enough sleep, your body have not rejuvenated yet. Probably you feel heaty, you feel sleepy, you feel a little bit of crankiness and so on. So when you, and obviously you have not recouped yet, so you don't have enough energy. So if you just go to sleep, and give yourself that sleep, when you that can only happen when you have the intention, you put your focus. That going to sleep is a form of facilitation. All right. So this is what I meant, that your innate intelligence has the power to correct and heal any disorders when you have enough energy. Remember that. Intent is when you start focusing. When you have the right intention and you put your focus into that, that's where your energy will be channeled to where you focus, and allow that facilitation to happen. So let me explain further about quantum healing. This is important to understand before understanding AFT quantum healing. Quantum healing is healing the body and mind from the quantum level. Remember the imbalances. And what causes the imbalances? It is the subtle energy. So healing the body and mind from the quantum level, a level which is not manifested at a sensory level, not from our knowledge that you have gained from this world, but from your intelligence that you have acquired over all this. So the quantum healing involves a shift in the fields of energy information so as to bring about the correction in an idea that has gone wrong. So when you put your intent, focus at a quantum level, at the subtle energy level, you're able to correct the idea that has gone wrong. The intention of the observer changes and creates the outcome of how quantum behaves, meaning to say that you can manipulate and manage every single electrons, protons, and neutrons in your cellular structure. At the subatomic level where you observe something, you can change its outcome. So when you focus within to be the highly energetic, healthy, wellness being, and you can become that, because that's how your subtle energy is going to support your intent, focus, and so on. So these extraordinary forms of quantum healings are related to the understandings of quantum physics. You got to understand that, and of consciousness. Just as quantum physics aims to describe physical phenomena normally hidden at a subatomic level, so quantum healing is directed to healing the body, mind from a deep, unmanifested level of consciousness. The body and mind are expressions of this profound consciousness known as the quantum mechanical body, according to Dr. Deepak Chopra. So, if you see yourself as a body, as a matter, and that's how your body is going to behave, and that's how your body is going to perceive to you. Now, if you see yourself as a profound consciousness, if you perceive that, and that's the behavior of your entire quantum system. So, now let's look at what is AFT quantum healing. AFT quantum healing refers to the natural holistic healing leveraging on the energized products without the interferences, manipulations of any individuals. AFT quantum healing uses specialized AFT amps that resonate life force energy resonance. So knowing that when we are able to have the right focus, intent, and facilitation, we are able to adjust the quantum subtle energy of our being. AFT quantum healing uses specialized energized products to support and facilitate the energy healing, because sometimes, or most of the times, we are constantly distracted. All right, distracted. In fact, we are so much engaged with the outside world that we are not, or we are disengaged from our core being. And that is one major cause for the imbalances that's created. So in AFT quantum healing, the biofield acts as a regulator and mediator for the biological interactions intimately connected with the information delivery within the organism. So that could be a human body, that could be a plant, an animal, or anything for that matter. All right. The biofield thus holds and conveys the information that is vital for our biocommunication and bioregulation. It's very important to understand the energetic system, the information that holds in the energetic system. And in order for AFT quantum healing to take effect, in order for the AFT quantum healing to be effected effectively, it is very important to bring down the vibration of that particular being, of the person that's been healed and so on, to a level for the healing to happen. On a daily basis, when you go about in your work and so on, your level of frequency is what we call the beta level of frequency. The normal, the waking hours that you are there, right there, you're alert, engaged at work, busy thinking, those kind of things. Most of the time we are at that beta level, or above that beta level is what we call the stress level, all right? The next is alpha level. Alpha level is between 9 to 13 hertz, and that's much more relaxed level, a much more composed level, where you're able to imagine, visualize, self-introspect, I would say daydream, something like that, where you feel good about yourself, you're much more grounded, centered, and so on. That is the alpha state. And if you go down further, in terms of your frequency, we are able to manipulate the frequencies down to a theta level. Theta level is a level of deep meditation between awake and sleep. You're not asleep, but you're not awake also. Flow of ideas, creativity. It's a shamanic state, bridge of subconsciousness. And that's between 48 hertz. It's a very low vibratory level. The whole entire quantum, not just your mental, but your whole entire quantum. That includes your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual on in that quantum. All right. In AFT quantum healing, it's about bringing that person down to the theta state. And the more and more you're able to be in this state, that's where more healing happens and a speedy recovery happens and so on. And the last state is what we call the delta state, the 1 to 3 hertz. That's a deep, dreamless state of unconsciousness that is in a hypnotic state and so on. So in AFT quantum healing, We also use specialized AFT products, and one main product we use is the AFT Quantum Disc. This AFT Quantum Disc is an effective tool for healing because of the principle of resonance and entrainment. I'm sure you heard of this, simple theory of what we call a tuning fork. When you hit on the fork on one end, the vibration of that particular fork makes the vibration of the rest vibrate the same vibration. So very similar to that, this quantum disc has been embedded and energized with our AFT proprietary technology to resonate at life force energy, to resonate healing, resonate to bring that person down to the theta state of vibration. In physics, the entrainment theory is a process where two vibrating objects vibrating at different speeds start to vibrate at the same speed where energy is transferred between the two objects. Very similar to that when this that's placed around you creates a vortex of energy flow, vortex of healing, vortex of quantum, where it's able to tap, where you are able to tap onto your innate intelligence, your healing energy, your healing potentials, to allow the flow of actions of energy and so on. That's what's exactly happening during the AFT quantum healing. In AFT quantum healing, the facilitator works with the subtle anatomy of the body known commonly as the chakras, meridian points, and aura to restore this natural balance and harmony by using the AFT products. So it's not just the products. The facilitator play a very, very important role. I'm sure most of you have used the wand, know how to use the wand onto yourself and onto others. So that is one modality, using the wand to create energetic flow of vortex so that the body's intelligence is able to accept and use it to correct. Now, with the facilitator, and obviously the facilitator is trained, professionally trained, to work on the chakras, work on the identify meridian points, auras. So it's actually working on your subtle anatomy of the body to restore the natural balances and harmony by using certain techniques and so on. So in AFT quantum healing, the AFT tools and products act as a conduit for universal life force energy healing, and anyone can self-heal or help facilitate healing in others by simply using the AFT products to rebalance with, of course, learning the right steps. So you don't have to have years of experience of energy healer. All you have to know is use the tools and learn the steps to apply the steps accordingly. So these are some of the procedures or modalities that is in the 10-step AFT quantum healing, the 10-step AFT quantum healing. Of course, it includes the wand, it includes a lot of other functions and so on. It is even applying some positive affirmation, applying pressures or wanding on a specific meridian points, and even applying M1 acupressure, tapping onto certain points to help clear the energy blockages, cleansing and balancing. It's not just a healing, but it's cleansing, balancing, and then healing. All right, so different ways and means. I have with me in this webinar Adnan. Adnan is associate director with MWell, and he I would say, have done hundreds and hundreds of AFT quantum healing, onto a lot of patients and people around the world. He has also helped to train a lot of facilitators, and I like to bring upon Adnan to share his experience and his knowledge in AFT quantum healing. Adnan, take it away.
Welcome and greetings to all who are in this webinar room. This is Adnan. AFT quantum energy healing, I can tell you, has now been identified already as one of the best holistic healing modalities available today. To my observance, there are many reasons for that. My own personal experience from the reasons and trainings I had conducted in different parts of like Middle East and other countries, lots of medical professionals and even alternative medical people had also participated in those trainings. I could feel that there is a trend now going in the mainstream medical people to look into what do you call the other alternative healing modalities such as energy healing, hypnotherapy, acupuncture, and even like the mind body medicine, which includes meditation, yoga, all these things, because they know that most of the diseases are psychosomatic, all related to the mind. This shift in their mind happened because they have seen such, the holistic healing modalities are now strongly backed up by modern physics or quantum physics. So, of course, we have a very powerful medical system, which you all call conventional medicine or allopathy, which has the metaphysics that everything is made out of matter. And everything that happens in this world is a result of material interactions, and they see only our physical body or material body. Now they have realized, that the role of non-material body, like the auric body or like the vital body, is also playing a vital role or in the whole process of healing, especially when someone wants to get a complete cure from the root. It has to be done at the deeper level, which includes our subtle body. So my recent experience with one homeopath is, he already bought an wand from me, and he wanted to test on himself and feel the difference. So, in fact, he had participated in one of my sessions. And in that session, I was talking about how the wanding creates the 0 point resonance vortex and increases the vibration or the efficacy of the substances, where we are wanding or on what we are wanding. So he had tried on his patients. But this time, he did wanding on the homeo remedy itself, the pills, the globules he had prepared for the patient. So he has experienced that those patients he gave wanded homeo globules had worked much better than those which he had given without wanding. So most of the time, that they keep changing the remedies and they see it's not helping the patient. So here he could get huge results from the people whom he gave wanted homeo globules. Then he started asking me, now tell me, I want to learn more about the AFT quantum healing and how the procedures are. And now, so what I mean to say, now the people are really keen, even the other medical people, the alternative and complementary medical people, they are also keen, like the common people who are getting interested into the energy medicine or the different energy healing modalities. Now, even the modern medical scientists are talking about the morphogenesis, like cell differentiation, and what exactly happening in our cell, or how consciousness works, or what do you call in the quantum physics. So AFT quantum healing is being a standalone approach, what we call as an energetic wellness, is also been considered as one of the alternative healing modality or a futuristic modality based on the fractal science. So the uniqueness, what they have found in AFT quantum healing, is that there is no manipulation of energy from the healer side or healer side, which can harm either of them. So this is because of our unique technology, that is AFT, and our 0 point resonance tools, which are used for the healing. So you can find AFT quantum healing as an amalgamation of many other holistic modalities like hypnotherapy or acupressure, etc. And the whole procedure is done leveraging on AFT energized products, where we deal with the subtle body. And another plus point is that anyone can easily learn the whole 10 steps protocol very easily. So whenever I a healing session, I used to get a tremendous positive results. And it keeps me motivated to do again and again to many people and help as many people as I can. I always used to keep the form, that there is a form available in our site. The form ready during the first interview session, it's very important, and fill it up properly, that Once I complete the session, I can see the difference from their feedback. Okay, they said this is the level of the stress they were having, or this is the level of the pain they were having. Whatever, you need to mention all the problems during the first interview by using those forms. And most of the time, they talk about, you won't believe, certain things which amazes me, like certain points or issues they have not disclosed to me in the interview. They say that, oh, I had this issue, but which I didn't tell you, and I had that issue, but now after the session, I am feeling much better, and all those things. This is really amazing me. So I used to ask even my clients, which part of the healing you like most or they like more. Some used to tell me the breathing exercise was so good, and some tells me the wanting part was better, but the majority of the people told me that the second level of wanting, with the positive affirmations and all, it was very powerful. That's most of the people, they give the feedback. So my sincere advice is to those people who have already undergone AFT quantum healing session. They need to really, or those people who were interested to go for the training sessions and all, please go through the course and practice and practice and practice. You need to follow the steps word by word, literally the word by word. And every steps are clearly given in our worksheets. So once you do a minimum of 20 healing sessions, you can see that the results, are getting better and better. I used to have clients who are having many issues like physical, emotional, mental, or whatever. And once I did a session by myself on them, I advised them also to please continue with bonding every day. Once you do a session, it is better to advise them, let them, okay, their energetic polarity is set and the quantum alignment is okay, cleansing is happened, empowerment is done, everything is done, but still you can advise them, please, use the wand daily. And because energy is something, it's like a food you need all the time. It can deplete from the body. So you need to be like an energy tank. So you need to advise them. And lots of people have given feedback in 1 or 2 weeks that, there's a lot of improvement in their problems after going through the healing session. So this is the experience, I always share to my people, and,
Okay, so that's non-sharing. And so in AFT quantum healing, for those who have not undergone AFT quantum healing, or have interest in becoming an AFT quantum healer, facilitator, or wants to go through, we have currently, I think, close to around 57 AFT facilitators around the world. They buy the kit, they go through the 5-module AFT quantum healing online tutorial. They answer certain questions they have to pass in order to move to the next module, and that 5 modules is there. And of course, followed by a lot of practice, guidebook practice, and so on before they can do that. But in AFT quantum healing, I just want to go through some of the unique modalities or different approaches that happen in AFT quantum healing in just one session. In just one session of AFT quantum healing, that's between 30 to 40 minutes. First of all, they go through the self-analysis. So they be taught, the facilitator will be taught how to do self-analysis, and the person will go through self-analysis, because a lot of time, we are the creators of our own destiny. Like it says, sometimes most issues, whether it's goods or bads or whatever it is always created by us. And we don't realize that we are the one who's actually creating that. So self-analysis helps you to understand better why we fear certain things or why we avoid certain things and so on. And some are good empowering beliefs, some are disempowering beliefs, and so on. So we have to work on that. Self-analysis happens. Energetic cleansing happens. We call it the energetic hygiene preparation. It's a unique form itself, energetic cleansing. A mind-body sync, a command control, because a lot of times, sometimes you think of that, but your body doesn't accommodate to that, or you have that desire for another thing, but mentally you are not ready for it and so on. So that's where disengagements are there. So in an AFT quantum healing session, they go through a mind-body sync where mental, emotional, and physical quantums are all synced together as one. 7-point wanding, not just once, but 3 times 7-point wanding is done. Acupressure wanding is also done on certain specific points. A lot of conscious meditation happens through that. Self-hypnosis happens, guided visualization happens, positive affirmations, and energy empowerments happens during that 30 to 40 minute sessions. During the 30-40 minute sessions, your entire quantum is energy sync as one. The person will go through a visual, auditory, and kinesthetic modalities connections. In short, in AFT quantum healing, this is how I would share the outcome. All right. When people come, talk to you, share with you whatever it is, most of the time they are telling about their discomfort, diseases or disorders and so on. So they are in that physical form, physical ideas, aches, pains, whatever it is and so on. So in AFT quantum healing, first of all, we move that person from the physical body down to the emotional body. From the emotional body, we'll work on the mental body. From the mental body, it works on to that consciousness, the core consciousness, your greatest consciousness, and from there at the subconscious level. So AFT quantum healing is to bring you from your physical quantum right down to your subconscious, to tap onto your innate intelligence, your innate potential, and so on, and thereon bring you back to reality. Bring you back to reality. And that's what they go through within a 30 to 40 minute session. We are very, very passionate. We have seen the results and we are very, very much excited to share AFT quantum healing to the rest of the world. We believe that, this is something that everybody must go through on a regular basis, because energy balancing part and parcel of life, and especially in today's life. In AFT quantum healing, it helps to clear energy blockages and imbalances, helps to better meditation, manifestation, and concentration, helps to reduce stress, fatigue, and depression, supports continual and concentrated healing, because some issues are built up over years and years. You have to allow the body to heal itself, and sometimes it takes months and multiple sessions. AFT quantum healing improves metabolism, boosts overall energy level, aids cellular rejuvenation, and age reversal. This is one important point to note, because most people are biologically older than their chronological age. I repeat again, most people are biologically older than their chronological age. A person could be 50-year-old or 60-year-old, but biologically he's 70 or 75. And that's the truth today. And in AFT quantum healing, you can actually do the age reversal. You can see the improvement and drastically improvement after multiple sessions. It also activates chakras and alignments to improve immunity, pain relief, accelerates recovery of wounds and fractures, and helps to get cognitive focus, better concentration, clarity. So it works on the mental expansion, emotional expansions, and so on. AFT quantum healing can only be performed with an AFT healing kit. This kit is specially designed, manufactured by us, embedded with our own proprietary technology, MIS Fusion technology. And just with the kit alone, it's not possible. You need a trained facilitator. Of course, when you buy a kit, when you got the kit, you have the opportunity, not just for one, but 2 persons to attend the online AFT facilitator course. And of course, the kit consists of wands, the AFT quantum disc, healing mist, the M disc, the orgonite AFT crystal cone, and lots of other stuff to support you in that healing together. And as the picture shows, it's all about working at your biofield, connecting or leveraging through your biofield. Biofield acts as a medium for us to work at the subtle energy force to help and cleanse and balance those energy. Now, why is AFT quantum healing important, and why I feel it's very important to stress this point? In today's life, wherever you are, whether you are in New York, LA, or London, or Dubai, or Singapore, or Tokyo, wherever you are, the lifestyle and environment we are in today, we know that we have to regularly exercise. It's part and parcel of our life. We have to exercise. Gone are those days that your daily living itself is an exercise. Right now, we live in a lot of comfort and a lot of other factors. So we have to exercise, and you and I know that. It's important in today's life. In today's life, it's also very important to take part in regular spa and rejuvenation, and that's why you see a lot of gyms popping up all over the world. You see a lot of spas popping up all over the world in every part of the corner of cities and so on, because exercise is a must for everybody regularly. Spa treatments and spa relaxation is a must for everybody. Like that, similar to exercise gyms and relaxation spas, like that, we believe time has come for people to go to regular energy healing and rejuvenation. Energy healing and rejuvenation is the only way to reduce the rapid aging processes that most people go through. Regular energy healing is the only way to protect yourself and to enhance your energy to live life to the fullest. And that's possible today with our approach in MWell, the AFT Quantum Healing Facilitator. So if you have an interest in energy healing, if you have an interest in helping others, maybe you have some loved ones that you want to work on, maybe you're a little tired of the current mainstream approaches and so on, and you want to look at some holistic approaches and so on, which is obviously helping the body to heal itself. You might want to consider to become an AFT facilitator. You might want to go through AFT quantum healing and so on. Whatever it is, drop us a message at the end of this webinar. Drop us a message at support@afthealing.com or support@ml.biz. And we will get back to you, and we can have a one-to-one conversation how you can become an AFT facilitator, how can we work remotely and help you to become an AFT facilitator and so on, so that you can help yourself, your loved ones, and lots of other people around the world. Or if you want an AFT healing session, we do have AFT quantum facilitators in US itself, in Dubai, in London, and in Philippines and Singapore. So you might want to go to a healing session. Just drop us a message. We love to hear from you. We love to work with you and see how we can actually help you and improve you in this area of quantum healing. All right, so that's what we have to share. Today's webinar has been long. It has covered a lot of topics, especially in AFT quantum healing. And if you have any questions, please drop a message, and I will be able to answer that. Okay, there is one question. Maybe it's not directly related to today's topic, but I don't mind answering this this question. It says that in Ishahi wand video, the guy claims that if I shake my Omega wand and I can hear the contents like powder, which I can, it means that my particular wand wasn't properly fired at high heat, which would means the quartz crystals are all fused together. This claim is a wrong claim. Ishahi wand is, I would say, Omega wand or Omega technology, the AFT quantum technology, is our proprietary technology. It's a proprietary process. We have lots of research done on the healing effects of our AFT products. It is totally different from what is there and what others claim. Totally different from what is there and what others claim. Ours is all about life force energy. It's all about 0-point energy resonance, allowing your innate intelligence to heal. It is not infused. It is not frequency based. There's no frequency in our wand at all. We do use organic elements, monatomic substance, and so on, is because we tap on the natural resonance. It's a way to mimic and expand nature's life force energy. That's the only reason. It is not infused with any particular frequencies and so on. So what they claim is wrong. And our Omega M1, we have sold over 1 million pieces worldwide. We have thousands of testimonials and a lot of doctors and medical practitioners that has confirmed with us. Today, we're supposed to have Dr. Khani, who's supposed to share. She's still listening in. Unfortunately, she has some headset problems. She's not able to talk to us. Hopefully, we'll have her online in the next coming webinar and so on. So to address your question, it's our products, the AFT Quantum Healing. It is not frequency based. It is not based on nanotechnology. It is not embedded with any form of frequencies and so on. It's all about life force energy resonance, quantum resonance that has the ability to work on to our subtle energy force to enhance, allowing the cleansing, balancing, and healing to happen. So with that, I thank you very much for joining our webinar today. It's wonderful to have so many people from different parts of the world connecting. It's our pleasure to share with you more. We believe that that is very important for us to empower our energy so that we can enhance our energetic performances. You know, the way we think, the way we interact, our emotions, and so on. And of course, enrich our lives and lives of others. With that, I thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, and may the energy be with you. Thank you.